let's talk about Meta's Threads. This app was exactly the right thing at exactly the right time. It launched in July 2023 as a direct competitor to the text-based social media Twitter, at the exact point where people's enthusiasm in Twitter was at its lowest. Elon Musk had just started steering the platform towards his vision, and people were pretty bummed by the mass layoffs, the monthly payment now required to be verified, completely defeating the point of verification in the first place, as well as the hugely reduced moderation. And so it's pretty hard to describe just how much this app exploded. Threads was the fastest growing app in history. Think about this number for a second. 70 million signups in the first 2 days. Threads looked guaranteed to become the next big thing. We even made a video talking about how big of a deal it should have been. But it turns out Meta didn't release this app at the time that they did because it just so happened to be fully polished and ready to go at that time. They released it specifically to capitalize on all this drama with Twitter, which meant that while they could, and they did, get the users, they couldn't keep them. The app wasn't done yet. There were no trending topics, which are like the guiding force of a more news-based app like this. There were no hashtags, the ability for trends to spread. There was no search, which just made it feel incredibly aimless. And the problem with being so similar to Twitter is that if you don't beat the bird, you've lost to the bird. No one really wants two separate platforms that they have to juggle to post the exact same content on. You just want one place that you know the other people that you want to reach are also on. And since Threads didn't do enough to overtake Twitter to become the default option for this, its initially triumphant users just slowly, surely trickled back to where they came from. Now, don't get me wrong, Threads hasn't completely disappeared. It gets around 100 million daily active users. But then, considering that it got 100 million signups in the first 5 days, it's clearly got a very uphill battle if it wants to take out Twitter. Or X. 8 out of 10 fail, just considering how meteoric Threads' beginnings were.